Hi there, people. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine, doing well. Thank you very much to Corporación Municipal de San Miguel for this wonderful space that we still can use to get to you to keep on working with English. And welcome to our class number 54.
Come back to the city. Come back. Come back to the city. Yeah. Come back. Come back to the city.
And welcome to our class number 54. And as we have been already had more than 50 classes, from time to time we must have some review classes, which is the one that we're going to do now and a couple of classes and on next class and maybe 2 more classes too. We'll have some classes of review the contents. We need to refresh our memory, not just put some contents in our heads, but also review, refresh, recheck if we remember everything, every detail, so we can use them. We can use the contents in the proper way, right? That's the idea. So today we're going to start our first review class with this, what you have here, the homophones, part 1. What are the homophones, you may ask? Homo, same, phones, sound, same sound, not the same way of writing the word, but the same sound. So that's what we are going to start reviewing today. In a couple of minutes we will see also the homographs. What are the homographs, you might ask? Homo, the same, graphs, writing, graphics. So you write 2 words in the same way, you pronounce them in the same way, but they mean something absolutely different. You write the words in the same way, you pronounce them in the same way, but the meaning is absolutely different. So let's start with the homophones, part 1. Here we have some examples. For example, right, this is my right hand, and right. As you can see here, I'm going to show you with the laser that here you can see, keep on the right side of the road, the right side, not the left, the right side. And the other example is she had to write a report on the project. As you can see here, she had to write a report on the project. So right has the same sound than right. The next one, farther or father. Maybe there's a little difference it's not so the same like in the previous one, the first one that you have here, right? But in the second one also it's very similar when you say farther or father. I'm going to show you with my finger, my laser finger. This is my laser finger. There I am. There we are. We decided not to go any farther. We decided not to go beyond, not to go there. Only until here. So we decided not to go any farther. And I love my father. Sounds very similar. Not the same, but very similar. Homophones. This is absolutely the same pronunciation, the same sound that we have here. Absolutely the same, which is meet and meet. I know that many of you know this word because of the platform that you can use just as Skype, Meet, Zoom, and many others, right? So meet, maybe we'll meet again sometime. We'll see each other again sometime. And what you can eat is meat. I gave up eating meat a few months ago, right? So meat and meat have exactly the same pronunciation, the same sound, but they are written differently. Okay. Next one, Not exactly the same pronunciation, not exactly the same as you can see here. Floor, floor, and flower. Many of you will say, here is different because this is floor and this is flower. No, it's not flower. Flower is the Spanish pronunciation for flower. And flower, flower, not flower. Please never say flower. I have some friends whose last name is Flores, and they say, hello, I am John Flower. Jaime Flores. John Flowers. Flower. No, it's not flower. Please, it's flower. And just very similar to this one, flower. Okay? Good. These two has absolutely the same pronunciation, but they are written absolutely different, which are for, there's a letter for you. This is for you. And for. I choose number 4. Okay. So for, there's a letter for you, or I choose number 4. Pair and pair. The students worked in pairs. This pear smells nice. So 2, a pear, has the same sound, the same pronunciation that the fruit pear that you have here. Pear and pear. So now, repeat after me, please. The first one, right, right. Farther, father. Meet, meet. Floor, flower, flower. For you, for. Pear, pear, fruit. Ready? Okay, let's continue to the next slide. Great. Here we have some exercise just to check if you really understood what we were talking about. Here in this part, you can stop the video a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, you decide, and what you have to do. I'm going to do the number 1, the exercise number 1 with you, so you can have the example, okay, the model to do all the other 9 exercises. So in the first one, it says, please go stand over there. Please go stand over there. And here you have 3 options. In some of the exercises, there will be only 2 options, but in this case, there are 3. There, there, or there. Please go stand over there, stand over there, or stand over there. They sound almost the same, very similar, very same sound, but they are written in a different way. So you have to choose the correct one. In number 1, which one is the correct? The first alternative. Number 1. Why? Please go stand over. Sorry. Come back. Thank you. Come back to the city. Please go stand over there. There, the one that I'm showing you now. There, because it's the opposite of here. Here and there. Here and there. Okay? So, that's the correct alternative, number 1. Following that example, do number 2, 3, so on until number 10. So now I suggest you to stop the video right now. At the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, stop the video right now. Good. And now if you're watching this, is because you have already done all the other exercises. So now we're going to check. So if you haven't stopped the video, do it now. Because you have to do the exercises before we continue. If you don't want to do the exercise, it's up to you. No problem at all. Now we're going to continue checking the exercises, and that's what we're going to do. Number 2, exercise number 2. Mom, can I have another piece of cake or piece of cake? Which one do you think it is? Yes, it's exactly. Piece, this one, number 2. Number 3, I have some new clothes. I have to buy, or I have to buy. Homophones, absolutely the same sound. I have to buy, or buy some new clothes. Number 1, right, I have to buy some new clothes. Number 4, there is a new student in their class. What are you talking about? Absolutely similar. Very much alike. Absolutely the same. So which one do you think it is? Exactly. There's a new student in their, number 2, their class. Right? Okay, so number 5. Let's go to number 5. I think we have a new student in our class too. It's 2. 2 or 2. Which one do you think it is? I think we have a new student in our class, number 2. 2, T-O-O, which means también, right? 2. I think we have a new student in our class 2. So it's the one in the middle, number 2. Number 6, I hope there will be room at there or there. What do we have to do here? One of these 3 goes here and one of these 3 goes here. So I hope there, this is the one, second one. Second option is the one that goes here. I hope there will be room at their possessive, their table. So I hope there will be room at their table. Okay. Number 7. I rode in the past, or rode, which is a path, my scooter to school. I rode, because it's the past of ride, and ride is when you use your scooter or your bike. You ride your bike, you ride your scooter, you ride your motorcycle. Okay. I rode my scooter to school. So it's the first one. Number 8. Do you know or no? Which one do you think it is? No or no? It's right. You're right. It's no. Which one it is? This one. Second one. Do you know? No. Why she's angry? Do you know why she's angry? I don't know. I never know. I jumped when I heard the door creak or creak. Creak or creak. The second one. This creak is like when the doors sound. The door sounds like. It's that annoying sound when there's a lack of oil in the door. That's creak. And creek is like a little hill. It's a part of the land, so it's different. So creak. I jumped when I heard the door creak. Sound in a mysterious and theatrical way. Joy couldn't wait to meet his favorite baseball player. Which one do you think it is? Joy couldn't wait to meet. Meet, of course. Meet, the number 1, the first one, his favorite baseball player. So, if you have all of them correct, congratulations, you're a good student. If you didn't do the exercise and you just came straight to the solution, shame on you. You should be doing an effort to learn English. No, I'm just kidding. If you just went just came here without doing the exercise, is up to you. Now if you want to go back and do the exercise some other day, you can do it. That's the idea. You have to find out your own rhythm, your own styles, and your own times to learn. Alright, let's go to the next slide. And here we get to the homographs. Previously we saw the homophones, which are homo, same, phone, sound. Now we have the homographs, which are the same way of writing. Okay, so the homographs that we have here are these ones: quarter and quarter. You write it the same, absolutely the same, but you say in the first example, it's 12:15. Or I use a quarter to buy a piece of cake. A quarter, it's 25 cents. 25 cents or a quarter. Okay? Why we say a quarter? Because 100 cents, 100 are $1. 100 cents, $1. So if you divide 100 into 4 equal portions, we have 25 cents on each portion, and so if you take out one of those portions, is 25 is a quarter, right? So that's why I use a quarter to buy a piece of cake. So 25 cents is the price of a piece of cake in those times. Now it's much expensive. It's a couple of dollars. Right? And quarter, it's 12:15, 15 minutes. A quarter, 15 minutes. Second one, like Batman, I'm afraid of bats. Bats, the animals. And it's his first time at bat in the major leagues. Bat, that device made of usually of wood and some other materials to play baseball. The bat, right? So you have bat, the animal, and bat, the device that you use to play baseball. I worked for a bank, or he jumped in and swam to the opposite bank. The opposite bank is the opposite side of the river, in this case. And bank, I worked for a bank. For example, if you work for, I don't know, Banco Estado, Banco Falabella, Scotiabank, Banco Santander, whatever. Okay. The next one, bar. She was sitting at the bar. The bar, the place where you go and have a drink and maybe some snacks and you can talk. Those places that we miss a lot now that we are in quarantine. Sometimes, right, some people can go, but with our proper mask, face mask, right, and respecting the social distance. So that's the bar. She was sitting at the bar, 2 meters away from the next person, 2 meters away, right? And the other example is I ate 3 bars of chocolate, a cereal bar or bar, a piece of, right? For example, the cereal bars that many of you eat in the morning. I ate 3 bars of chocolate. Wow. He or she was very hungry, it seems. The next one. This area of the country is mostly desert. Desert. The village was deserted. The village was empty. No people in the village. This area of the country is mostly desert. Desert. No trees. Dry. No water. No rain. No trees. No life. Desert. Okay, and of course, no people. Desert. And left. Next one. Look left and right before you cross the road. Left. This is my left hand. My right hand, my left hand. Go to the left. Go to the right. Go to the left. And left the plane, left for Dallas to take off. Left. Take off. The plane left for Dallas last night. Left. The past of leave. Left. Take off. Okay? So now repeat after me, please. Quarter, quarter. Bat, bat. Bank, bank. Bar, bar. Desert, desert. Left, left. You see, it's not so difficult. We continue. Signed, like a sign can be like here, headaches may be a sign of stress. A sign is something very similar to a signal. Okay, something your body talks to you by signs, showing you little things. And also, you forgot to sign the check. Signed. So, first example, headaches may be a sign of stress, or you forgot to sign the check. Number 2, tie. He had to tie her hands together. Tie, hold, tie. And also, I wear a shirt and tie at work. Tie. Well, I don't. For many years I haven't wear a tie at work, especially because this is my work. So I don't need to wear a tie. If I don't have to, I don't wear it. And so second example, he had to tie her hands together. And the other one, I wear a shirt and tie at work. I used to wear a tie in the past, yes, for many years, believe me. Watch. I like watching TV every night. Watch, see, watch. I like watching you. I'm watching you. And watch. I glance at my watch. The clock that you put on the wall, it's called clock. The watch, the clock that you use here, say, oh, it's 5 o'clock. It's tea time. This is the watch. The wrist, the device that you use on your wrist to see the time is a watch. Also, you can say, I watch. The same pronunciation, same word used in 2 different situations. Okay? Firm. I'm working for a firm of accountants. A firm, a company, an enterprise. These peaches are still firm. They're still good. They're still mature. They're edible. They're edible. You can eat them. They're still firm. Okay? Fly. A fly was buzzing against the window. Right? A fly, an insect. And also, let's fly a kite. The verb fly. Let's fly a kite. Fly. In English, we have many words that you can use them as a noun, as a verb, or as an adjective. In this case, what is the difference between the 2 flies? As a verb, fly means volar, right? But as a noun, fly, as an object, fly means mosca. So it's different if you use the same word as a verb or as a noun. Tear. I'll tear the package open. Tear. Okay, tear, break. Tear the package open. She left the room in tears. In tears, that means crying. So I'll tear the package open, or she left the room in tears. Same word, same pronunciation. 2 situations absolutely different. Right? So now repeat after me, please. Sign, sign. Tie, tie. Watch, watch. Firm, firm. Fly, fly. Tear, tear. Understood? Perfect. You see, English is a piece of cake. I'm telling you that from the beginning. And now we get to the final part of our class, which is a review, in this time, of the members of the family. You say, okay, but that's a piece of cake. I know all that. Why do I have to review it? Because I say so. Because I am the teacher, and as this is a video, if you don't want to review it, you can fast forward until the end, or you can stop it here if you want to. But if you really want to learn English, you will trust in what I say, because I am the education professional, right? The professional of education. So I know what is good for you, and I'm trying to help you to learn this wonderful language that will be very useful. And it's always good to refresh your memory, because usually we remember mother, father, son, and daughter. Mother, father, son, daughter. Brother and sister, that's it. But what is a nephew? What is a niece? What is the uncle? The aunt? Right? But be careful. Be careful. Don't translate. I'm not asking you to translate. I'm asking you to understand. Think in English. Imagine the person, the image on your head. Don't translate. It's not necessary. You don't have to. When you speak Spanish, in your case, because you are here in Chile, in San Miguel, right? Or maybe in other parts of the world. But originally this video was meant for people in Chile, San Miguel, right? Mainly in San Miguel, in Chile, you know. In Chile, we speak mostly Spanish. We're a Spanish-spoken country. So you don't translate the words into Spanish to understand them. You just understand the message. It's the same exercise that we have to do in our heads. With all the vocabulary, we don't have to translate. You have to understand. How? This way. If you translate to show that you know English, sorry to say, you're not showing that you know English. You're just showing that you don't know how to think in English. That's why you translate, and you need to demonstrate via translation that you know a little bit of English. If you translate everything, you're only showing your desperation of showing to the rest of the world that you know English, but you're not doing that. If you really want, for example, I had a very complicated student a couple of years ago, and the first time I met this guy, he said, okay, so if you're an English teacher, tell me what's the meaning of this. I said, okay, calm down. I'm not a walking dictionary. If you want to know the meaning of a word, look it up in the dictionary. And he says, then how can I check if you know English? He wanted to check if I know English, if I knew English. And I said in English, because I was speaking in Spanish at the beginning with him, and I said, okay, if you want to check it in English, let's have a little conversation in English, so you can be sure that I know the correct English that I have the correct level, so you can learn properly. And he said, I didn't get anything. And I said, okay, so let's start from the beginning. So I insist, and why am I insisting in this? Because it's something very tight in our Chilean culture that you need to translate to demonstrate that you know. No, people, no. Just try to speak, and speak well. You don't need to translate to show that you know English. Practice to have a conversation. That's the best way to show off a little bit, to show that you know English. Okay, so now let's go to repeat after me, okay, to refresh your memory about the members of the family. Aunt. Aunt. My laser finger is going to show you. Aunt. Number 2, brother. Brother. Number 3, daughter. If you are in England, United Kingdom, or daughter if you are in the States. Father. Father. Husband. Husband. Remember, the H is like a very soft. Husband. Wife. Wife. nephew, nephew, niece, niece, sister or sister, son, son, mother or mother, uncle, uncle. What is nephew and niece? Nephew, for example, if you have a brother or a sister and this brother or sister has a son, the boy is the nephew. But if this same person, your brother or sister, has a girl, has a daughter, that girl is your niece. I repeat. What is this? Nephew. Nephew is, for example, your brother or your sister has a son, a boy. That boy, the son of your daughter or brother, the son of your sister or brother, is your nephew. If it's a boy. If it's a girl, it's a daughter, your sister or brother has a daughter, she is your niece. Okay, good. All right, so now let's go to the final part. So we are going to have an activity here. Now I have to stop the video right now. I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to move. Wait, help me. I'm going to make an effort. Okay, here we are. I move myself with my muscles, my virtual muscles, right? A little bit higher so I didn't cover the words of the vocabulary. What do we have here? We have a word soup. So what do we have to do? Fine, you have to stop the video right now so you can have the time to check the words, look for the words. This word that you have here, down and there, you have them there. You have to look them here in the word soup. So now stop the video, do the exercise, and then when we come back, I will give you the results where you can find the words. Okay, so stop the video. 3, 2, 1. Stop the video right now. Perfect. Now if you are continue watching this video, it's because you have already done the exercise. So let's check. Aunt. Where is aunt? I did this exercise beforehand, so don't worry. For example, what do we have here with my laser finger? We have nephew here. Nephew. Nephew, right? The son of your brother or sister, nephew. Also we have wife here. Wife. Wife. Also we have here father. Father. Can you see it? Perfect. Father. Here you have son. Son. Also here we have daughter. Daughter. Right. And plus we have here niece. Niece. Can you see it? N-I-E-C-E. Niece. Right. Even more, here we have uncle. Uncle. The brother of your father or mother. And here we have mother. Mother. Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Okay, that's a song, sorry, from dancing. A rock band that I like. Brother. Brother. Right, and sister. in England or sister in the United States. Remember, in England you say sister, this is my sister. In the United States you say this is my sister, this is my sister. Okay, and we have husband. Husband. Here, you can you see it? Husband. Very good. And there we are. And of course, aunt. Your aunt is here. The first word, aunt. So there you have it. The family members already checked, already reviewed. And what did we do today? We saw and review the homographs, the homophones, and the family members. We have a lot of things to review, a lot of things to refresh our memory. All of this, we have seen it, yes, but remember that now we are in the finishing the class 54, so from time to time we need, it's a must to do a review. Because if you want to learn a language, you can't just put some contents all the time, new contents all the time in your head. You also have to review, refresh your memory, and remember how to use all that knowledge that we have acquired during all these classes. Right? So, people, thank you very much for your time on this position. Hope to see you next class. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on learning English with Teacher Clau. See you next class. Bye bye.
Come back. Come back to the city. Come back. Come back to the city.